And we're live. What is going on? Welcome to the stream tonight, everybody. We have our first meeting of the year between the old-time rivals Boston Bruins versus Montreal Canadiens, as historic as it gets. And hopefully we're going to be in for a decent game here tonight. It usually is when these teams play each other, because we all know the importance of these matchups, and the players on the ice all know what these games mean. And whether teams are really good, really bad, both good, both bad, one is good, one isn't, it doesn't seem to matter. When the Bruins and Canadiens play each other, there is an extra jolt of energy in the building, in the game, and just overall surrounding this event. So it's going to be a great one here tonight. Hopefully it's a lot of fun. And obviously Boston has been just absolutely ridiculous this season with how great they have been. Canadiens, not as much. They're last in the Atlantic right now and dealing with a lot of injuries as well. But I'm going to get the poll up in the chat so you guys can get your votes in on who you think is going to win this one. Bruins are on the road up in Montreal. Canadiens trying to defend home ice. And just hoping for a good game tonight as these old-time rivals clash for the first time this season. So we got the poll up. You guys can get your votes in. Let me know what you think. We've got Tricks, Mike and Julie, Isaac, Luca, Axie, Austin, Bolts and Caps fan, Tyler, Jimmy, Joey, Sherry. What is going on? Welcome in. Thank you guys so much for being here. Really appreciate it. It was pretty good, Sherry. It was all training today, but it was pretty good. Excited to get started, and tomorrow's going to be my first day actually out doing the job. So definitely going to be a lot of fun tomorrow, too, just trying to learn everything. But we're getting ready for puck drop here. Jace, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully, we've got only a few more minutes until we actually get into the action here. And I'm excited to see how these teams look against each other. They haven't played yet this season. And it's a game that means so much every time they play because of the history. It was good, Austin. It was good. Excited for tomorrow. Emma, what is going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Hey, Kelly, what is going on? Welcome in. Dave, welcome in. Luca, yeah, I mean, they're getting to a point now where their point total is getting pretty insane, especially for how many games are remaining left in this year. To have 78 points already is pretty wild. I mean, we're looking at it, honestly, you're right. Like by the time we get to the end of February, I mean, Boston could have 90 points by the end of February, like very realistically. That's crazy to think about, that honestly the months of March and April, or first half of April in the regular season, may not even be that important, because they could have 90 points by the end of February, which is crazy. We do have the All-Star break coming up, which kind of takes a chunk out of the early part of February, because they've got, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. There's, I believe, 4 straight days without any games early in February. But still, that's going to be a month with another, 10 or so games in it that Boston could certainly win. BC Transportation, what is going on? Welcome. Seth, thanks for coming by. Good to see you. It's all mathematical, Luca. It's like you clinch a playoff spot when you could literally mathematically lose every single game the rest of the season and still make the playoffs. So you have, like, nobody's officially clinched a playoff spot yet, because nobody could lose every single game the rest of the year and still be guaranteed to make the playoffs. But we know where the cutoff lines usually are. Last year in the Eastern Conference, you had to have 100 points to get into the playoffs. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case again this year, but usually mid-90s is where you want to be to feel good about making a postseason. If you can get to the 95, 96 points, you'll probably be in the playoffs. And if you're in the low 90s, you have a chance depending on how the teams around you do, but it's not a guarantee. And if you're below 90 points, you don't have much of a shot of being a playoff team at this point in the NHL. You generally have to be over 90 to get in. Let's see. Gavin, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Brendan, good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you. Aries, welcome in. KMS, welcome. Thanks for coming by. How many games will Montreal win versus Boston this season? Hopefully 0. I mean, you have the first place team against the last place team here, but obviously Montreal might be able to steal 1 at some point, but I would think that this is a very winnable game for the Bruins against a far inferior opponent that they should beat. Austin, tomorrow night is the Rangers against the Maple Leafs. Oh, that's awesome, Axie. I hope you have fun if you do get to go. That should be a good time. It was good, Aries. It was all training today, but it was a good first day to just kind of get in the building and get situated and whatnot. And then tomorrow I'll be doing my real first day of actually doing the job. Totally depends on the team, KMS. If you go on NHL.com and look at the standings page, you can see every team's record at home versus their record away. Some teams are really, really good at home and not great on the road. Some teams stink everywhere. Some teams are great everywhere. And some teams this year, I think more so than what we usually see, some teams are better on the road than at home on home ice. The Devils are a prime example of that. New Jersey is 18-2-2 on the road this season, and they're only 12-10-2 at home. I mean, they're almost a 500 team on home ice, and they are 18-2-2 on the road. So that's, you don't see that often. Usually teams are better at home than away, but New Jersey's a prime example of a team that's better away. Rangers also have a better away record than home record. There's another team like that. And there's a few of them this year around the league that's been the case. But that's generally a little bit more unusual. James, what is going on? Welcome in. Thank you for being here. Isaiah, good to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Mike, I just started a new job with a tree service, so I'm working full-time now. I posted about it on Sunday on the community tab, but I'm working full-time now. Today was actually my first day. Yes, Gavin, Winnipeg is absolutely going to make the playoffs. Bridgeport Islanders, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. BC Transportation, Linus Ullmark has literally been the best goalie in the league this year, so I think that answers the question. All right, we've got Jeremy Swayman between the pipes tonight after Ullmark played Sunday against San Jose. And Swayman's in net for the Bruins. Sam Montembeault between the pipes for Montreal. We have the first place Bruins with 78 points against the last place Canadiens with 43 points. About ready to drop the puck now as these teams line up at center ice. And we are underway as Montreal takes the opening faceoff. First meeting of the year for these historic rivals. It's Bruins and Canadiens in 2023. As that one gets dumped in, Craig Smith after it. Bergeron helps out, back to the point. Move to the middle, Carlo on the near side. Cycles with Marchand. Bruins set up in the offensive zone. Here's Boston looking for an early shot. It gets blocked down off of a skate. Canadiens come back and clear it out the other way. Bruins steal in the neutral zone and will carry right back in. Bergeron with a shot. That misses wide. Round it goes now, down in the corner. Played there. Up and out, taken by Montreal as Pitlick will play it back to the D. Sent up the wing, now it's out of the zone. Bruins steal by the red line, they'll carry back in, it's Pastrnak. Over to Krejci, into the offensive zone. Krejci shoots that one, misses wide to the corner. Canadiens come back the other way, into the offensive end. And that one's stolen away by Charlie McAvoy. Pastrnak now up into the attacking end. And we're going to get a whistle here. Looks like the play was offsides to begin with. Hey, what's going on, Vernon? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Barry, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. No, I am not a climber. I'm a grounds person. I literally just did training today. You gotta work up to that. That usually takes a few months to get to. As it's worked around now, lifted up and out to the neutral zone. Coyle gains the red line. And once again, the Bruins are offsides entering the zone. We'll get another quick whistle. That's old news, Tricks. Everybody's seen McAvoy's goal against the Sharks. That was 2 days ago. No, we're not talking about that now. Off the draw now, played by Montreal as they take it back into their zone. Lifted up and out. All the way down, Swayman has it. Nick Foligno now back in his own end, gets it over to Connor Clifton. Played up there and out of the zone. Bruins able to clear as Koppanen gets a pass through into the offensive end. It's Forbert. And that one's sent deep by Foligno as Greer will chase in on the forecheck. He goes shoulder to shoulder with Jack-Eye. Greer with another hit as Foligno comes in on Harris. Canadiens come away with the puck, though, as they'll carry it up. Adam, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Leaf 71, what's going on? Suzuki's cross pass. That one gets redirected in on Swayman. And Swayman is able to get the pad on that one as that went off of somebody in front and right in on goal. 17:15 to go here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Canadiens trying to come back through the neutral zone. It's Matheson at the red line. Taken up now, Suzuki. Trying to get around Lindholm. He plays it to the near wall. Nobody there except Marchand, who gets it out. Over now. Backhanded by Krejci, trying to get through to Craig Smith, but the Bruins will just peel back for the line change. Around now, back in their own zone. Canadiens have it. Matheson goes D to D with Savard. Up and out past the line-changing Canadiens, all the way down for icing. And we get a whistle here as the Canadiens ice the puck with 16:44 to go. It will be an offensive zone draw for Boston on the way. Hockey fan, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Boston here getting ready now for the offensive zone face-off. One back now, taken off the draw. Played here by Montreal into the offensive end. Around it goes. And that one deflects up and out of play. We get a whistle and another draw coming up. Hey, Jay, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Great to see you as always. It was good. It was all training today. But obviously learned a lot and got ready, went through a whole bunch of stuff to get ready to work. And tomorrow will be my first real day of actually doing the job, which is going to be very cool. Around now off the draw. Bruins take it out of the zone as Krejci's able to clear. Nice job defensively there by Boston as the Canadiens weren't able to maintain possession off of that faceoff. Spin around shot from Pastrnak goes wide. Pass through the middle gets stolen by the Montreal Canadiens. They'll clear it out. Habs get it up and dump it in back to the Boston end. Andrew, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Good to see you. Around it goes now. McAvoy but to the corner. Gets it right back. Passes up to Krejci. Krejci has it hop off his stick, but it's played now by Frederick, and the Bruins can dump it in deep. Around now. Behind the net. Joel Edmondson first on it. Here's Coyle with a chance, and a big save by Montembeault as Coyle got a great shot off after the spinorama move. Habs are going to be offside, so they got to curl back out of the zone. That gives the Bruins a free possession of the puck. Clifton passes it up, in back on the attacking end. Bruins on the rush, trying to drive through there, and the net gets knocked off as Taylor Hall was trying to get it through in on goal. But Montembeault is able to make the save, and then Hall and the Montreal defenseman go sliding into the net and goalie, and the net pops off. So that's going to result in a whistle here and a face-off coming up as Hall and Harris went flying into the post. Hey, Travis, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. And just under 5 minutes into this first period, we remain scoreless. Bruins have 2 shots, Montreal 1. Not a whole lot going on here early. Still a feeling out process for these teams. Again, they haven't played yet this year, so they haven't seen each other since whenever their last meeting was last season, which would be, probably about a year ago. So maybe a little less than a year ago. So obviously not surprised to see a little bit of a feeling out start between the two. Canadiens win that drawback. Rem Pitlick will gain the red line and dump it in. Josh Anderson chases. Swayman comes out to play it to Lindholm. Ben, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to have you stop by the chat. Around now. Down in the corner. Trying to dig this one up the wall. Taken in the corner up there. Marchand to the middle. That deflects up and off of a skate out of play. That's going to lead to a whistle. And another face-off coming back in the Boston zone. 14:48 to go in the first period. And still scoreless as the Canadiens will look to win this draw back. Around now, McAvoy off the draw, carries it up over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Kopanen chases in. Jack Guy lands a hit on him, but he gets a puck through to Greer. Behind the net now, it's taken back. Kovacevic trying to clear that one up and out. And Montreal is able to get it out of the zone as Harvey Pinard goes up ice with it. He'll chase the Bruins all the way back to behind their own net as Charlie McAvoy regroups. Played now through the neutral zone, deflected into the offensive end. Cross now, pass offline for Pizzetta. That allows Clifton to play it up to Greer. Greer passes back through the middle, but nobody takes it for Boston. Canadiens have possession again as they work it through. And good last stand defensively by Derek Forbert to not allow a shot on goal. Greer will once again lift it up and out of the zone. Chasing back to get it. Montreal regroups with possession. It's played through there. Back to Barron. Justin Barron up over into the offensive zone. It's dumped in by Yolnan. Around now, down in the corner. Bruins trying to clear it back up. Clifton takes it. Off the boards. Up to Pastrnak into the offensive end. Pasta curls back. Passes to the middle. Krejci on it now down in the corner. Cycles it back around out high. It's played by Clifton. Working it in the offensive zone. Still looking for our first goal of the game. Bruins with possession. Back over to Pastrnak. He gets a shot attempt that gets blocked. And opportunity there for Matt Grzelcyk, but he couldn't get a shot on goal. Now Clifton steps up. Pavel Zak is back to play it. Clifton does a good job separating the Russian Canadian Kirby Dach in to the offensive zone away from the puck, but they're not able to clear it out. Here's Harvey Pinard. Pass in front, trying to get it through there for Dodonov, but couldn't connect on the pass. Here's Grzelcyk now, back for Clifton behind the net. Clifton being chased as he tries to get it up the wall by Hoffman. Back over to Grzelcyk. Bruins once again finally able to get it out of the zone, but not off to a super strong start here with 12:25 to go in the first. And Boston still just trying to get things going in the right direction. Have not had a great first 7.5 minutes, but they've kept the game scoreless. Things looking a little sloppy here early. But again, very much a feeling out process between these two teams as we head to our first commercial break of this one with just under 12.5 minutes to go in the period. Bergeron is playing. Yes, Wagner is back down in Providence, John. First day was good, Matt. First day was good. Kathleen, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. So a scoreless start here between Boston and Montreal. Pretty sloppy game so far. We only have 3 total shots on goal. Neither team's really sustaining a whole lot of possession or pressure. And, just kind of trying to get into the groove of this one. Both teams not with their A game to start this one for sure. Yeah, back in like high school and college and stuff, tricks, absolutely. That was definitely one of the things that I thought about doing, but then didn't end up doing it. Not if it's on a weekday, Andrew, because I'll be at work. I work full time now, so Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. until anytime after 4 p.m. I am at work, not doing anything hockey related. Coming back now from the commercial break, getting ready for this face-off. Cammy, what's going on? Welcome in. Gigi Yo-Yo, welcome. Simone, welcome in. NFL fan, Earth Citizen, good to see you. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Stolen back now in the neutral zone. Taylor Hall for Boston. His pass attempt goes off of Harvey Pinard's skate. Canadiens take it back in their own zone. Bruins going to be offsides again. That's curled back by Kovacevic. Montreal with possession. Stolen there by Frederick as the Bruins carry it back into the offensive zone. Hampus Lindholm holds in at the blue line. Second opportunity, right back out of the zone by Montreal. Again, no real sustained pressure. Boston having trouble getting over the line. Now back the other way come the Canadiens, but Freddie breaks that up by the blue line. Marchand passes up to Bergeron. Patrice Bergeron sends it around the net. First on it, Montreal. Heavy hit in the corner. Bruins trying to get in on the forecheck. Bergeron in there with Marchand. Trying to dig this puck out. It's It's worked back to the point. Played there by Grzelcyk. Redirection on the way through it, but it ends up in the corner. Up the wall and cleared out of the zone now by Montreal. Bruins trying to carry back in. Here's a chance for Marshy. Looks to cut to the middle, but the puck's stolen off his stick. And we're going to get a penalty call now as we get a hooking penalty to Brad Marchand. After he lost that puck, he ended up getting his stick right in the hands there of the Montreal defender. And the Canadiens will have the first power play of this game as Brad Marchand heads to the penalty box. Scoreless game, 11:07 to go, and Montreal is to the power play. Preds fan, what's going on? KC, welcome. Bruce, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. We'll see what the Canadiens can do here in the offensive zone. On the man advantage. Habs power play. Bruins win it back defensively and already cleared all the way down. Good start to the penalty kill for Boston. Brought out now through the middle. Into the offensive zone. Behind the net. Played around now by Montembeault. He turns it over. Stolen by Koponen. Una Koponen there doing a good job on the kill. He's a recent call-up from Providence. And now Pavel Zacha is able to steal shot. And a great save by Montembeault. As Montembeault is able to make the stop there on a golden opportunity shorthanded for Pavel Zacha after the Canadiens turn the puck over. And results in a huge opportunity for Boston. But Montembeault comes up big in goal and is able to make the save, keeping this game 0-0. Lifted up now, back out through. Matheson trying to play it up for the Canadiens. He's stuck back in his own end. Only a minute left on the power play now as that's dropped back finally for Dadonov. Back to the middle. Evgeny Dadonov into the offensive zone. And that's cleared all the way down. 50 seconds left on the power play. Bruins looking good on this kill so far. Canadiens without a shot on goal yet here on the man advantage. They're trying to change that as it's up into the offensive end. Anderson to the corner. Cycles it. Down low. It's stolen away by Boston. They'll come back the other way. Shorthanded. 2-on-2 up ice. Charlie Coyle. Drop pass shot. Montembeault with another great save. And Boston, this time Hampus Lindholm with the better opportunity shorthanded than Montreal's getting on the power play. And Montembeault has to come up big once again and make this stop. Gordon, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Offensive zone face-off again for the Bruins here on the penalty kill. 26 seconds left on the power play. Habs win the draw. Trying to work it up and out of the zone. Bruins pressuring the puck all over them. Stolen away by Jackeye. Only 15 seconds left on the power play. Habs running out of time here as Anderson finally brings it into the offensive zone and dumps it deep for Dvorak. Around it goes in the corner. Yolnin there. Plays that back to Christian Dvorak, who sends it out high. Here's Jackeye with a shot. That just misses wide. And the power play is over. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Marchand's out of the box. In there and a pad save by Montembeault. Great chance for Marchand right after he gets out of the penalty box. But Montembeault makes another save. And now Anderson back down at the other end fires one into the glove of Jeremy Swayman. So the goaltenders doing their jobs here early as we're down to 8:47 remaining in the first period, past the halfway point of the opening frame. And this game is still scoreless, but the chances have really ramped up here over the last few minutes. So we go to another commercial break now. Thank you guys all so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Awesome to have you in the chat. Please don't forget, it really means a lot if you hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. So things have certainly picked up over the last few minutes. This game was definitely a bit of a slow starter, but these last 3 or 4 minutes have definitely started to see things get a little bit more entertaining and a little bit more back and forth, some scoring chances, and the goaltenders having to come up big here early, in particular Sam Montembeault, who has already made 3 high-quality saves to keep the Bruins off the board. Yes, he is Nomander. Hey, thank you, Gordon. Really appreciate it. Glad that you enjoy. Awesome to have you. Hockey legend, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. Getting ready now, back from the commercial. It will be a offensive zone face-off for the Canadiens in the Boston end. Water, Jay. Just water. It's good, Nomander. Today was my first day. It was just all training. But it was a good day, and tomorrow I actually go out into the field. Sometimes he is, Ben. Boston has a rotation of alternate captains to go along with Bergeron, so you'll see a lot of different guys wear the A. Obviously only 2 at a time can, but like Krejci, Marchand, McAvoy, I think Pasternak's worn it at points as well, maybe only a few times, but they've got a pretty good rotation going as far as who wears the A. I think McAvoy has it tonight, I believe. Along with Marchand. But Krejci wears it sometimes. I think Foligno's worn it a few times. They've got some different ones. Hey, Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Wayne, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Hey, let's get some new sub-hype in the chat for GG Yo-Yo. Welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you as a subscriber. And let's give that warm welcome in the chat, everybody. Welcome in. Yeah, those are good jerseys, Jay. I'm a big fan of the white ones with the bear, for sure. Hey, what's going on, Rick? Welcome. Awesome to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. And I appreciate that. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow goes well as well. Around it goes. Trying to send it down behind in the corner. Bruins back into the offensive zone. Foligno sends that one through to Greer. Greer now digs it out of the corner. Back to the point. Clifton with a long shot. That one's ripped wide. Forbort pinches to keep it in the attacking zone. Bruins with it in the offensive end. 8 minutes to go in the first period. Still looking for our first goal of the game. The Canadiens' normal jerseys, Raymond? Yes, absolutely. They're classic. One of the most historic and classic uniforms in the NHL. I do not like those light blue reverse retros that they wear. I do not like those at all. It's not a Canadiens jersey. It's not the right colors, so I'm not a fan of those. But the Canadiens' normal jerseys, absolutely. As Swayman's going to grab that one with the glove. Suzuki rips it on goal, but Swayman's there to make the save. 7:28 remaining, and another ozone draw for the Habs on the way. I am a grounds person for a tree service in my area, Gordon. So I'll eventually keep working up to like higher level jobs as I gain more experience, but I just start out as like a general grounds person to start. No, Boston is wearing their normal away jerseys, Andrew. They're wearing their just usual normal away jerseys. As it goes down now into the corner. Back out. Carlo steps up there. That allows Lindholm to take the puck back for Boston. Played through the neutral zone. Around it goes. Good to see you as well, Corey. Thanks for stopping by. Around down behind the net, Swayman. And that deflects up into the netting. As he was trying to clear that, Pezzetta got all up in his grill and was able to get in the way. That deflects out, and it's going to be an offensive zone face-off again here for Montreal. Still looking for our first goal with 6:52 to go in the period. I haven't seen Vancouver actually wear theirs, so until I see it on the ice, I kind of want to reserve judgment. But I remember when it came out, I didn't really have any sort of strong feelings one way or the other about it. Shot there from the point. Swayman makes another save. Relatively no traffic in front. And they'll basically just redo that last face-off 5 seconds later. I prefer Coffee Luca, but I guess that would be a personal preference person to person. Top of the circle there. Another shot. That one's ripped high off glass. Trying to get it around. Canadiens keep it in the offensive zone. Back to the corner. Chasing after it. Lindholm. Hampus Lindholm now. He gets hammered down along the boards by Josh Anderson. He cycles it back deep as the Canadiens putting on some good pressure here these last couple of shifts. That one's finally poked out by Boston. They can't do much with it. And we'll get a whistle here and a face-off coming up with 6:16 remaining. Norman, what is going on? Welcome. It's about 35 minutes, Snowmander, to get to my job. It's not terrible. I mean, it's not like it's right down the street, but certainly there are people with a lot worse commutes for sure. So this faceoff's going to be right at the center dot. Montreal's starting to close in the shots on goal total here. It's now 6-4 in favor of the Bruins. And Zacha's going to have to come in and take this one after Krejci gets tossed out. Pavel Zacha wins it back. The Bruins have possession. Worked up and deflected now into the offensive end. Craig Smith trying to chase. Zacha works it to the middle. It's stolen by the back-checking Canadiens. Now they come up the other way. Kirby Dach into the offensive zone. Loses it off of his stick as Smith is able to clear. Krejci gets knocked down at the blue line, but backhands it into the zone. Barron sends it right back out here for Montreal, and McAvoy will curl back for Boston. He plays it now. It's carried over the red line. Past Zacha into the offensive end. We tick down. 5:35 remaining in period number 1. Game still scoreless. Behind the net now, it's Harris with it. Total in the company or directly with me, Andrew? Because total in the company is quite a bit. Probably like, I don't know. I didn't really meet that many people today. I only met like a few of the office people today and obviously the trainer. But I don't know total numbers yet as it's carried up. Here's Greer with a shot. He just rips that one wide on the 2-on-1. Kopanen sends it back deep. Round it goes, out in front, down in the corner. That one's popped up away from Foligno. Habs trying to dig it out of their own zone. Bruins with a good shift here from the fourth line. Foligno with a hit on Harris. Played now, Kovacevic sends it back to Harris. Bruins will get a line change as the Habs hold behind their net. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first. Dijon, what's going on? Water King, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Benjamin, welcome in. Thanks for watching. Good to have you here. Brought up now into the offensive zone. Worked back out. Not for a few more, or at least probably a couple more weeks, Snowmander, as it's back into the offensive end. Frederick passes to Lindholm, but Lindholm gets chased on the back check. Canadiens send it back up the other way. Shot there. Swayman comes out and cuts down the angle as he covers that one up, and we get a whistle. And another offensive zone draw coming here for Montreal in this scoreless first period. We're down to 3:54 remaining. And the Canadiens will have an attacking zone face-off when we get back from the break. Thank you, Water King. Hey, let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Dijon, everybody. New subscriber to the channel. Welcome. Let's get that hype up and a warm welcome in the chat for all the new people here. Royal Airport, welcome in. Politzania, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. We are 0-0 now with under 4 minutes to go in the first period. Nobody able to find the back of the net yet. Both of these goalies have looked very strong. Mr. Best, welcome in. Cammy, welcome in. Cammy just subscribed. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Cammy. Another warm welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you. Rock, welcome. Thanks for coming by. Got a few new subs coming in. Appreciate you all. We're getting ready for the last 4 minutes of period number 1 coming up here. Yeah, that was strictly a cap move. I think he's played almost every game for the Bruins this year. Joaquin, what's going on? Good to see you in the chat. Thanks for coming by. Really appreciate it. No, I do not, Cammy. I don't have PS4, PS5, Xbox. I don't have anything like that. My newest video game console is Xbox 360. Peter, what is going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Great to have you in the chat. We're back from the commercial as the Canadiens win the draw. Matheson can't get it past Bergeron, though, and Patrice Bergeron clears it out to the neutral zone. Canadiens trying to carry back in. McAvoy has a clearing attempt, glove down. Suzuki dumps it deep. Excuse me, that was Anderson, not Suzuki. Around now, back comes the Bruins into the offensive zone. Bergeron, pass in front, trying to find the redirection by Marchand, but it pops up and over the net. Another close opportunities. It's down in the corner. Here's David Pastrnak. Pasta with it, passes to the middle. Back to Bergeron now, out high to Pastrnak. What a move there. And oh, it's poked off his stick at the last second as he tried to go through 2 defenders. Back to get it now, McAvoy. 3 minutes left here in the first period. Shots are 6-6. The scoreboard is 0-0. Taylor Hall sends it through to Zacha. Hall gets it right back into the offensive zone. He is Krejci with a shot. That one is blockered away by Montembeault up high. Across now, Carlo looking for a redirection. Ends up down along the end boards. Krejci first in on it. Trying to dig that puck out with the help of Taylor Hall. Edmondson is there with Yolnin for the Canadiens, and they'll eventually work it up now through the neutral zone. Hoffman into the middle. Offensive end now down to the corner. Cycle down deep. Back out in front. Hoffman with a shot and a nice pad save there by Swayman. 2:15 remaining in the first. And Harris can't hold that in at the point. That goes back out to the neutral zone. Canadiens try again. Harvey Pinard able to control that one down in the corner. Back to the point. Trying to cycle here down low. And Dadonov gets absolutely pasted there by Brandon Carlo, who thumps him along the end boards. Bruins able to clear the puck out after that hit. Frederick will chase back into the Montreal end. Kept in out high. Working it in front. Freddie with a shot and a great pad save by Montembeault coming across. Harris will take it now down in the corner. And he just lifts that one off glass and out to neutral ice. And it's now going to be a hand pass call against the Bruins as that was gloved down by Forbert and then touched by Smith. 1:26 remaining here in the first period. And we'll have a face-off coming up again here, as both of these teams still looking for the first goal. Around now, line changes for both teams. Offensive zone face-off for Montreal, but they can't keep it in out at the point. Carried up ice now, Greer. Bruins into the offensive zone. Greer losing an edge, ends up stepping on the puck. Canadiens trying to take it now to work it around. Belzile is able to get to that one, and Montreal lifts it all the way back to the Boston zone for Forbert to send it up the wall. He can't clear. Shot there, high off glass. Belzile with a good opportunity, but he ripped it up high as it deflects out of play. We get a whistle with 58 seconds to go, and another attacking zone faceoff for Montreal on the way. Taken now, lifted out to the neutral zone, over the red line, dumped into the offensive end. Marchand drives behind the net, looking for a play out in front. He'll just cycle it back to the point. McAvoy keeps it in. Here's a shot. Montembeault with another save as Pastrnak gets one in on goal. And he covers that one up. 44 seconds to go, and now the Bruins get their crack at an offensive zone faceoff. Still waiting for somebody to find the back of the net here. Off of the draw now, taken. Montreal carries it out of their end, and they'll dump it in deep to the Boston zone as Anderson goes shoulder to shoulder with McAvoy down into the corner. Now it comes to the far side, Grzelcyk. That one's up, cleared out, past Bergeron. Savard will play it in the Canadiens' end. Lifted back here as Suzuki takes possession, and he'll curl with 15 seconds now to go in the first period. But the puck deflects up and out of play, and we get another whistle here with a neutral zone face-off on the way. Wow, looks like there's not a lot of goals being scored so far around the NHL tonight, other than the Pittsburgh game. Other than that, a lot of low scoring starts with these other ones. Note, Marco, I am from Massachusetts, but I am not in Boston itself. One back around now. Here's Matheson. Up the wall, kept in by Krejci. Final 5 seconds. Pass over here. One last shot for the Bruins. They're running out of time. Hall tries to get the spin around shot on goal, but it gets blocked by Matheson. And that is going to be the end of the first period. We have 20 minutes down, 40 minutes of action still remaining. And it is a 0-0. End of the first period as we head to the first intermission and get a chance now to hang out and chill in the chat for a bit while we wait for the second to begin. Really appreciate you guys all being here. Really appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Please don't forget, it helps out an absolute ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of every team are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. All right, see you later, BC Transportation. Have a great night, and hope you enjoy your game tonight. That's awesome, Marco. Congratulations. So we are now to the intermission break. The Florida Panthers and Pittsburgh Penguins are tied 3-3 at the end of the first period. And the Philadelphia Flyers and LA Kings are also tied 2-2 at the end of the first period. So those are a couple of higher scoring games here through the first. However, Minnesota-Tampa Bay is 0-0, just like this one here in Montreal. San Jose and Detroit is also 0-0. And New Jersey has taken a 1-0 lead over Vegas in the first period of that game. However, they're only about halfway through the first there in that one. That was a 7:30 start. So, Florida, Pittsburgh, and LA and Philadelphia could save some goals for the rest of us because we have 3 games that are scoreless now from this early group of games. So we'll see what happens in the second as far as anybody actually being able to put the puck in the net. But the goalies have been good. Sam Montembeault has made some very important, very high-quality saves for Montreal. And Swayman, I feel like, hasn't had to maybe make as huge of saves, but has done a very good job of being sound positionally and, just making all the saves that he should be making in this one. And it's been a very good start for the goalies in this game. Lucas, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. All right, see you later, Andrew. AJ, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Ordinary Guy, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. We're at the end of the first period, getting ready for the middle frame coming up. But we really just went to the intermission, so it's going to be a while before we're back into the action. All right. Nope, not really, Axie. No, there was some more saves. That was about it. There wasn't much going on in that first. Yeah, we're getting mostly rain where I am, Luca. It's gonna start out as snow where I am, but it's gonna turn to rain over the course of the day, and eventually, it's ridiculous. It's supposed to be like 50 degrees here tomorrow night. Like, not even during the day, but it's gonna get warmer at night because of the weather system that's coming in. It's gonna be pouring rain tomorrow night. It's going to be like 50 degrees at the end of January. It's supposed to be like 15 at night around here normally this time of year at nighttime. Like, your nighttime temperatures are usually like 15, 20 degrees, and it's going to be 50 tomorrow night. It's insane. Michelle, what is going on? Welcome. Jared, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. Philip, Vancouver's not going to do that deal, I don't think. But I don't know a lot about Nikita Chibrikov, so it's kind of hard for me to judge that one. But it sounds like the asking price for Bo Horvat's pretty high. But, I don't know. I don't know how highly graded of a prospect Chibrikov is. No, KPP. We do not get bowling ball sized tail. Grega John, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Well, the rumors have been saying that everybody is eyeing Bo Horvat. He's probably been the most talked about player for the last couple of weeks as far as rumors go. It's all rumors for now. Only the general managers know what's going on. So, I mean, until something actually happens, I would take everything you hear with a grain of salt. I have no idea, Jared. I haven't watched a Vegas game in probably over a month. Taylor, what is going on? Cruiser World, welcome in. I mean, the rivalry was better with Price and Subban for sure. the rivalry between these teams was better with those two. But as a Bruins fan, do I miss them? No, because they were really good players and tough to beat. But from a rivalry standpoint, absolutely, because they made the Bruins Canadiens matchups a lot better. Hey, let's get some member hype for Bobby. Let's go, man. 22 months as a member on the channel. Almost 2 years now. What a legend. Thanks so much, man. It's awesome to have you. So we're still looking for our first goal here between the Bruins and Habs. It's their first time playing this season. It was very much a feeling out process in that first period, especially early on. It's a very sloppy start to the game, but as the period went on, teams started getting more quality scoring chances, started passing the puck and controlling the puck a little bit better, and both goaltenders had to be very sharp in that opening period. Avatar, what is going on, man? Welcome in. Thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. So we're getting ready for period number 2 now. As we still got about half the intermission to go. Bruins did outshoot the Canadiens by a score by 11-7 there in that first, but obviously where it counts on the scoreboard is still even. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Bobby. That is absolutely awesome. I'm not wearing any jersey, Bruce. Yeah, Islanders actually had a pretty good start to the season, but they've really kind of flatlined out to pretty mediocre play here the last really it feels like it's been average for a couple months now for New York, and yeah, it certainly looks like they're going to not make the playoffs, barring any sort of, real late season run. I don't think the Islanders make the playoffs. I just don't see it. I mean, they've only won 1 of their last 6 games. Like, you've got 49 games played already. So you're looking at, 33 remaining? And you're at 51 points. I mean, unless they really go on some sort of crazy run, I don't see it happening. All right, Bobby. We'll definitely talk about that, man. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, that's very rare, Bruce. I mean, Bergeron generally wins upwards of 55, 60-ish% of his face-offs. So definitely not a great period in the face-off dot, but there's still a lot of hockey left to be played, though. Mr. C, what is going on? Thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. Hey, Jeremiah. Thanks for coming. Good to see you in the chat. Hey, no worries. I understand you got stuff to do. Absolutely. Honestly, a pretty slow first period, Jeremiah. Scoreless start. It did kind of pick up a little bit as it went along, but all in all, it definitely wasn't the most exciting period of the year that we've seen in the NHL. Yeah, job was good. I mean, today was just like it was all like paperwork and training, so I didn't, really actually do the job yet. My first day out in the field is tomorrow, so we'll see how it goes out in the field, but I'm definitely excited for it for sure. Luis, welcome in. Thank you for being here. I don't know. I've never had chocolate cake from either places, Luca, so I really don't know what the deal is with that. Jack, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. I just have nothing to add to the chocolate cake thing, Luke. I mean, if you want to talk about chocolate cake, go ahead, but I haven't compared chocolate cakes from Boston and North Carolina, so I don't know anything about it. Hey, the War Robot! Thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get that new sub hype in the chat. Really, really appreciate it. Let's welcome War Robot to the channel. Awesome to have you here. Thanks, Bruce. I'm starting a new job at a tree service. I did landscaping pretty much from the time I was in high school all the way till now, and now I've started a new job with a tree service. Malika, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Awesome to have you. We're getting ready for the second period to start. And it should be coming pretty soon. Hey, Emily, thank you so much for subscribing. We got another new subscriber here on the channel. Let's welcome Emily to the group. Really appreciate it. Jesus, Luis. I've watched thousands of NHL goals be scored. I don't even know where to begin. Although I will say the first one that came to mind was Alex Ovechkin, and the goal against the Coyotes from on his back his rookie year, that was like used in every highlight reel ever for like the next decade. That was kind of the first one that came to mind when you said best goal I've ever seen. But there's been so many. I've watched thousands and thousands of goals be scored. It's a lot, but yeah, that Ovechkin one from when he's on his back and tucks the puck inside the post by the goalie against Arizona was just like, when that happened, that was something that like nobody could believe actually happened. Miles, what's going on? Grizz Sports, welcome in. Yes, Kyle, absolutely. Just I'm astonished at how good Boston's been this year. I was not expecting them to have this kind of season. So we're getting close here to the start of the second, and hopefully going to be getting back into the action relatively soon. And we're still looking for our first goal of this game. I don't know, Wayne. All I saw was that he missed the game against Vegas with a lower body injury, but he was back practicing the next day. So I don't know. Didn't see it, no idea. Luca, I would say full arch. Always go full send. Always go full send. Anyway, we're getting back here. We're going to be starting the second period as these teams get back ready out on the ice and about to drop the puck. Tage Thompson goals. He's got 32. He's kind of slowed down a little bit recently. There's still so many games left, though. I actually, with as many games left as there is in the season, I do think Thompson gets to 50. Because he only needs 18 more, and he's got like 30-plus games to do that. So all he has to do is kind of score a goal every other game, which he's obviously shown to be able to do that this season. So I'm going to say Thompson does get to 50, yes. Nope. I will. Tomorrow night's my last stream of the week on the channel. Thursday night, I'll be doing in-person play-by-play for UMass Dartmouth. There's all kinds of rumors. I have no idea what's actually going to happen. Rumors are 90% a bunch of bullshit most of the time. But we're dropping the puck here on the second. As the Bruins take it off the draw, they carry up into the offensive zone. Hampus Lindholm throws that off the glass. And Boston's going to get in heavy on the forecheck here with their top line on the ice. Bergeron and Smith digging forward in the corner. Marchand in there helping out as well. Bergeron comes away with the puck. He'll cycle it back around to the far side. Back out high. Chance here. There's a shot. That one gets blocked down. Bruins keep it in the offensive zone. Marchand spins away from the check. Out to the blue line. Played by Lindholm. Bruins setting up shop in the offensive zone here. Opening shift of the second period. Lindholm plays it through. Now Craig Smith loses that back out to the neutral zone he couldn't control. What's going on, Pablo? Welcome. I mean, it's all right, Axie. It's D3 hockey. I mean, it's certainly nothing special, but they're fun games to do, and you know, it's more hockey for me and an in-person job, which is a lot easier than doing this. Working it up now, back to the middle. Taylor Hall gets it out. Canadiens steal possession back, and they're looking to send it back in. Down low behind the net. Coyle in the corner. Battery, what's going on? Welcome. PPP, welcome in. Jarrett, welcome in. And that one goes up and out of play. We'll get a whistle here just over a minute and a half into period 2. Game remains scoreless. Nobody even has a shot here in the second. And, nope, Canadiens have one shot on in this period. They're the only shots are now 11-8. It was 11-7 to start the period. Canadiens get one. They're 11-8. Paolo, what is going on? Welcome. Clutch Customs, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Neutral zone face-off now, right out in the face-off dot. One back by Montreal as they look to carry up into the offensive end, but Justin Barron has some problems with it. Around now to the corner. Lifted by Edmondson, back out of the zone. Bruins trying to carry in. Here's Pastrnak. Pastrnak there, blockered away by Montembeault on the long shot. Zacha gets it deep for Krejci. Back to Krejci now out to the point. Grzelcyk goes D-to-D with it, but nobody's there. That allows Josh Anderson to push it up and out of the zone. Back the other way, Montreal. Here's Edmondson. Easily sticked off the end boards by Swayman. Puck ends up in the corner. Dvorak not able to maintain control. Krejci takes it from Anderson but moves the puck. It's played by Clifton through the middle. Boston clears it back out of the zone. Montreal now trying to carry back in. Played there by Belzile. And that one it's sent back for Arbor Jackeye. Jackie's going to hold now behind the net. And he passes that one to his D partner Harris. Gains the red line, dumps it in. Montreal goes back on the forecheck as Forbert plays the puck. He's not able to get it up and out of the zone. Move to the middle. Pizzetta stolen away from him, but Foligno not able to get it out of the zone as he falls down. Now Kopanen is on it. Back the other way. Brought into the offensive zone. It's Foligno. He dumps that one in behind the net. Kopanen in there as well. Foligno comes away with the puck back to the point. Oh, stick snaps in half on Clifton. Would have been a great shot opportunity with traffic in front, but Clifton's stick fails him. Bruins dump it back in, but they're in the midst of a line change. Foligno gets in heavy on the forecheck. Will now head to the bench. Back the other way. Boston regrouping in their own zone as Carlo plays it. Deflected up and into the offensive end. Craig Smith first on it. Canadiens move it around now their zone. Played by Suzuki. Behind the net. Jackeye with a good hit there. Sends over to Anderson. Anderson passes to the middle. Montreal's once again out of the zone. Stolen back though by Carlo. Marchand gets stood up. And that's back out. Cleared again by the Habs as chasing deep is Suzuki. Suzuki bounces one off the skates of Lindholm. It goes to the far side. Craig Smith able to shield himself from the check of Josh Anderson. It's worked in front of the benches now as both teams look to dig it out. Eventually Boston comes away with it. Taylor Hall's going to curl back with the puck. Has it poked off his stick, but we have a delayed penalty on the way. Montreal is going to head off as Josh Anderson will head to the penalty box. Boston gets their first power play chance of this one. And in a game that remains scoreless, this is a big opportunity with 15:36 to go in the second to try and get on the board. Yes, Paolo. Thank you. Really appreciate that. First day was today. Rocks, what is going on? Welcome in. Great to see you. Thanks so much for coming by. No, Ottawa is not playing right now. That I'm aware of. Nope, no Senators. And they're going to redo that offensive zone face-off as Bergeron gets tossed out. That means Hall's going to come in to take it. And Taylor Hall wins that one back, but he splits the Bruins D. And that essentially works as a clear for Montreal as it goes all the way down. McAvoy will start the rush back up into the offensive end. Across for Taylor Hall. Cycles it down low to the far side, played by Bergeron. Moved into the middle. Here's Hall over to Pastrnak. Oh, what a save by Montembeault as he comes across and is able to get a piece of the Pastrnak one-timer and covers up the loose puck with 1:39 remaining. Another monster save from Sam Montembeault. And he has been absolutely outstanding in this game. One now back. Pasternak's shot gets blocked. Works it over to McAvoy. Back to Pastrnak. Looking for a backdoor play. That's offline for Marchand. Marchand gets it to McAvoy. Pastrnak goes off of a skate with it. Back out high, and that's going to squeak out of the zone. Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Into the offensive end. Brad Marchand carries it back. Passes to the blue line. Sent over now to McAvoy. 1:10 remaining still on the power play for the Bruins. Looking for a pass out in front. Can't get it through. It's taken by Edmondson. He whips it high off glass and gets it out of the zone. And now Foligno trying to get back in behind the defense, but he's not able to maintain control of the puck. And Matheson will clear it all the way down. Jeremy Swayman pokes that one away from the forechecking Habs. We're down now to just 35 seconds on the Bruins power play as they're looking to break out of their own zone. Lindholm with it. Pass through the middle into the offensive end. Through to Zacha in behind. And another blocker save by Montembeault as he makes another great stop. Top of the circle. High shot. Sent off glass. Misses. Back out wide to Lindholm. Taken now by Krejci along the wall. Final 10 seconds of the power play. Lindholm over to Zacha. Zacha back across for Krejci. It's behind him. Montreal has just about killed this off. One last shot and a great save with the pad. Sam Montembeault has been absolutely fantastic for Montreal here tonight as we tick under 13 and a half minutes to go in the second. Score remains 0-0. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Foligno's pass gets stolen. That's cleared back out to the neutral zone. Bruins regain possession. Greer will dump it back in. Not able to control it, though. It's lifted out by Matheson. All the way down. Clifton's trying to cycle it up the wall. Greer can't get to that one. Isaiah, what is going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by as that's lifted out and back to the Montreal zone. Bruins will chase on the forecheck. We're down to 12:45 remaining in the second period. All right, Pablo, appreciate it. We'll talk soon. Into the offensive end. Here's Yolnan. Pass to the top of the circle. Harris looking for an opening. Dodonov with it. Down to the corner. Plays through for Yolnan. Behind the net, Habs set up in the offensive zone. Dodonov back to the point. Jack-Eye with a shot through traffic. It gets blocked. And Frederick's going to be able to clear this one up and out of the zone. He dumps it in deep so the Bruins can get a line change. Canadiens back regrouping in their own end. Arbor Jack-Eye looking to break this one out. Pass across. Taken now by Hoffman. Hoffman can't get it into the offensive zone. Jack-Eye tries to step up there on Marchand, but only gets a little bit of him. Marchand does go down, though, as the Bruins get it into the offensive zone. Marchand now plays it back to the blue line. Around it goes. Played to the middle. Yolnan's able to clear it out. Canadiens get it back to neutral ice. Now into the Boston zone. And that one's played back again here. Montreal regrouping in their own end. These things called goaltenders, no mander, is why nobody's scoring. And we're going to get a penalty here as Forbert wants to go with Pezzetta. And the linesmen are going to get in the way of that one. The original penalty was against Derek Forbert here out in the neutral zone. And then Pezzetta wanted to fight Forbert, but the linesman wouldn't let him. So this is likely going to be a Montreal power play when we get back from the commercial break. A little over 11 minutes to go here in the second period. And a scoreless game so far. Closing on the halfway point of this one, we'll see what the Canadiens can do with this opportunity. So that brings us now to a commercial stoppage. A little over 11 minutes left here in this second. And we'll see now what happens with this upcoming power play for Montreal. But Forbert had the original penalty, then Pezzetta tried to get at him to fight, but the linesman broke it up and wouldn't let him go. Both guys had the gloves dropped. And we'll see what happens here. And this was, I believe, an interference penalty against Forbert on Suzuki. Yeah, interference against Forbert. So it'll be an offensive zone draw now in a power play. Suzuki to take it against Koppanen. Suzuki wins it back, and the Habs are setting up now in the offensive zone. 0 for 1 on the power play so far in this game. Back into the action, still looking for our first goal. Back out high. Played across to Hoffman, top of the circle. He fires a shot that goes just wide. Moved back to the middle. Hoffman again, along the wall. Down low, Suzuki with it. Back out to the point. Matheson over to Hoffman. Hoffman looking for a redirection. They score! And it's Kirby Dach on a rebound chance. Able to put that one by Swayman in the open half of the goal. And Montreal strikes first. It's 1-1. Excuse me, it's 1-0. It's 1-1 in the other game, but it's 1-0 here in this one. A power play goal for Montreal with the first goal of the game. And Kirby Dach, after Hoffman drove it in, bounced right to Dach, and Dach was able to put it in the net before Swayman could get over. And it's back out now to the neutral zone. Canadiens win the ensuing faceoff. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Moved up now, played out by Yolnin into the offensive end. Harvey Pinard down in the corner, back to the point. Another long shot misses wide. Canadiens have the momentum now after scoring the first goal. They're right back in the offensive zone on the attack. Moved across, taken here by the face-off dot, back to the point. Harris blasts that one, but it goes off the end glass. Around now, down in the corner. Shot in there by Belzile, and a good glove save by Swayman as he grabs that and covers it. 10:07 remaining here in the second. And we'll get a whistle. And another offensive zone face-off coming here for Montreal. Trying to extend this lead. Hey, Brody, what's going on? Welcome in. Eddie, thanks so much for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Around now off the draw, kept in out high by Barron. Bruins steal, though, along the boards and clear it all the way down. That's going to be icing. As we tick now under 10 minutes to play. And there'll be another offensive zone face-off coming for Montreal, as they have certainly started to take over the play here since scoring that power play goal. 9:59 remaining in the second. Jacob, what is going on? Thanks for stopping by. Here's Edmondson. Down low, around the corner, played behind the net. Dodonov gets hit. Bruins trying to dig this one out. Round it goes. Kirby docks in on the forecheck. Dodonov gets that out in front. Nobody home. Back to the top of the circle. And Swayman has to make a good pad save on that shot. Move to the middle, and the Bruins are up ice now. Into the offensive end. Here's Zacha. Pass back. Goes off of the skate of McAvoy. He couldn't get a shot on goal. Around now it goes. Back to the blue line. Grzelcyk to McAvoy. Fakes a shot. Passes to Pastrnak. And Montembeault makes another great shoulder save. Around now it's lifted up by the Canadiens. Hoffman will come over the red line into the offensive end. 9:05 remaining here in the second. Down behind the net. Played there away from Doc. He gets a hit in on McAvoy, who gets it back to Grzelcyk. Grzelcyk is going to pass past Bergeron. Trying to skate into it, but Pastrnak comes away with it. He'll pass over to Berge into the offensive zone. Trying to work it around. Back through the middle. That one goes off of a skate back into the Montreal zone where Savard will break it out. Passed up and dumped in. Canadiens go back on the forecheck. As Brandon Carlo, cross ice, gets it up into the offensive end. Here's Smith looking for a pass, but the play gets whistled down for offsides. And we get a whistle here and a neutral zone face-off coming up. 8:24 to go in the second period. Montreal struck first on the power play. Kirby Dach with the only goal of the game so far. And we have passed the halfway point of this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good to have you here. Please don't forget, really means a lot if you give that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Dan, what is going on? Jose, welcome in. Good to have you here in the chat. Thank you for being here. Past the halfway mark of this one, and other scores going on around the league. We've got Florida up 4-3 on Pittsburgh. We've got Philadelphia up 3-2 on LA. Minnesota 1-0 over Tampa. San Jose and Detroit tied 1-1. New Jersey up on Vegas 1-0. And Buffalo crushing the Blues 3-0. Winnipeg has also taken now a 1-0 lead over Nashville. So, lots of action around the NHL tonight, and those are your games that have started. It all depends on asking price, Eddie. I think it all depends on asking price. If asking prices are really high, I think the Bruins will probably stick with generally the same group. But if they're able to get something at a reasonable cost, I could certainly see Don Sweeney making a move. But all in all, I would probably lean towards them kind of keeping it the same. Not exactly the same. Like, they'll definitely add some depth, I think. But I think, the asking price would have to be very reasonable for Boston to go out and make that big splash. Their main goal has to be to re-sign David Pastrnak. Like, that's got to be their big thing, is re-signing Pastrnak should be their main focus. Jack Guy has it now down in the corner. Trying to get it away from him is Kopanen to Frederick. Frederick with Greer now down in the corner. Forbert pinches to keep it in. Played back. Freddie with a shot. And able to find that through the traffic was Sam Montembeault. And with 7:45 remaining in the period, he'll cover that one up. We'll get a whistle and an offensive zone face-off for the Bruins. So Boston here looking for a goal. Obviously, down one in this game. Trying to change that. It would take a lot more than Jake DeBrusk to get Bo Horvat, Bo. The asking price for Horvat that's being reported is extremely high. I hope he does, Jeremiah. I hope he does. Jem, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. McAvoy goes off the boards with it. Now stolen back here. Moved up and out over the red line. Dumped into the attacking end. Josh Anderson on it on the forecheck. Steals the possession back for the Canadiens. Pitlick can't get his pass in front. Worked back now. Anderson along the boards. And that one goes high off glass. Bruins clear it out. Marchand over to Grzelcyk. Up now into the offensive zone. Bergeron on goal. Montembeault with the stop. Loose puck in front. Canadiens get to it first. And around now, it's down in the corner. Lifted up by Suzuki over the red line. Dumped into the offensive end. Played around. Up the wall. Carlo going to skate it out for the Bruins. Pass across to Hall into the offensive zone. Bruins behind the net looking for a play in front. Taylor Hall's pass goes off of Kirby Dach's skate. Around now, here's Foligno with it. Trying to cycle it down low. Work to the middle, taken by Dach. He'll carry out. We're under 6.5 minutes remaining here in the period. Moved across. There's a deflection in front. Bruins not take the loose puck after it was knocked down. It's going to be carried by Hall again over the red line. And Boston can't keep it there. But there's a delayed penalty coming against Montreal as we get the whistle as the Canadiens touch it up. It'll be a power play now for the Bruins. Montreal had a power play chance earlier in this period. They scored on it. Now Boston has an opportunity to try and get an answering power play goal of their own as Hoffman is going to go to the penalty box for slashing. What's going on, L and Z? 6:10 to go here in the second. Offensive zone face-off. Steven, welcome in. Thanks for watching. Top of the circle, played here by McAvoy. Over to Marchand. Marchand with it now. Walks down towards the face-off up. Sends it back to McAvoy. Over now to Pastrnak. His shot's blocked. That's deflected up and out of play as we get a whistle just 12 seconds into the power play. 5:57 to go here in the second period. Bruins trying to tie this game. Sky is the limit. What's going on? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Moved back now to the blue line. Over back to Pastrnak. Deflected in front. Chance there. And Taylor Hall on the rebound. Able to put it home as Boston ties it at 1. And a big goal there for the Bruins as they answer Montreal's power play goal with one of their own. This game is tied. And a very important goal there for the Bruins. Late in this second period, they get this game evened back up. And Taylor Hall on the rebound. Puck was bouncing around in the crease. Was able to just shovel that one to the back of the net. And we are all even again here now. Second period, under 6 minutes to go. And we are back underway as Montreal throws that one up and out of play. We'll get another stoppage and a face-off coming in the neutral zone. But we're going to head to our last commercial break here of the period. 5:44 remaining. Boston's just tied it at 1. And we shall see if anybody can put another one in the back of the net before this period is over. Or if we're going to go to the second intermission with a 1-1 game. TTC, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Good to see you in the chat. It's been a fun one so far. Good one there for Taylor Hall. We head to our final commercial stoppage. Dennis, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Cap space. Cap space is tight for everybody right now, Eddie. I mean, most teams are only cap compliant because of LTIR. So, that's what I really think is the biggest thing that's bogged up the trade market and why there haven't been really any trades, because nobody can take on salary right now. Like almost all of your buyers, teams that are in the playoff picture and trying to make the playoffs and go on a run, don't have any cap space, so they can't just take on a contract without moving money out of their own. And I think that's probably the biggest reason there haven't really been much for trades going on. Hey, Cap, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. I don't see that happening, Eddie. I don't see that happening. I mean, the Rangers just named Jacob Trouba their captain, like, less than a year ago. Like, I don't see them just offering Trouba up in a trade now. We're back underway now. Canadiens with it out of their zone. Carried by Doc up into the offensive end. 5.5 minutes remaining in the second. Back to the point. Long shot there. That one misses wide. Lifted up and out of the zone. Cleared by Boston. They'll chase into the offensive end. Krejci can't get there. Jan, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Good to have you in the chat. Bruins on the forecheck, trying to dig this one out. 5 minutes to go here in the second period. Game tied at 1. Some trying to take a lead. Jem, today was my first day. It was all paperwork and training stuff. I didn't actually do any of the normal job today. My first day actually on a crew is tomorrow. Oh, big hit there by Foligno on Yolnin, back out at the red line. Edmondson doesn't let him enter the zone, though, as the Bruins finally carry it in. Played by Hall. Hey, thank you, Steven. Appreciate it. Margarita, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Carried up now, dumped in. That one's sent by. Moved back out in front, can't connect on the pass, and the Bruins take it now through the neutral zone. Hall into the offensive end. Around it goes, behind the net. Taylor Hall with it. He has the goal tonight for the Bruins. Back out to the point, now to McAvoy. McAvoy drives down low, out in front. Montembeault with another great save as Bergeron fired that one on goal. 3:45 to go here in the second, and another ozone draw for the Bruins on the way. Braden, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for being here. I don't know what that quiz is, Margarita, so I have no idea. No, ordinary guy, not at all. Braden, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Braden and a warm welcome to the channel. Awesome to have you here. Thank you so much. Around it goes now, attacking zone. Bruins set up out high, played by Marchand. Shot gets blocked. McAvoy can't keep it in. Carried up now over the red line. Dumped in by Grzelcyk. Across it goes. Rolled in. Montembeault gives it to Matheson. Canadiens trying to carry up and out of their zone. Here's Anderson from the red line. Dumped into the offensive zone. Getting in on the forecheck is Pitlick. Around now, down in the corner. Played here by Pitlick, away from Krejci. Bruins steal it, though. It's Lindholm off glass. Up the wall, not out of the zone. Second chance now, Boston will clear. Pavel Zacha to the attacking end with Lindholm. Back to Zacha to the middle. Shot by Krejci. And Montembeault able to get a piece of that one as well. Around it goes. Canadiens behind their own net, trying to dig this one out. Kovacevic passes up. Deflected from the red line by Anderson. Behind the net. Around it goes. And cleared again by Boston as Taylor Hall tries to get that one through the defense, but a great job by Kovacevic breaking that up. Behind the net now, Montembeault. 2:05 left to go here in the second period. Across Pizzetta. It's run into there by Forbert. Dumps it in deep. And Coyle will dump that in deep. Chasing it now, Foligno. It's up to Pizzetta, though, and the Canadiens clear. Back the other way. Around it goes. Kirby Dach. He's got the goal for Montreal, and this one he's run to the end boards by Bergeron. And the Bruins come back the other way up ice. Minute and a half remaining here in the second. Edmondson with a good poke check on Bergeron. Keeps that to the outside. Here's Pastrnak now out high. Waiting for a shooting lane. Bergeron redirects it, but it's stopped by Montembeault and goes wide. Bruins keep it in, though. Here's Pastrnak again with a blast. That one's blocked in front. Oh, boy. David Savard is reeling after taking that shot. Hit him up high. Taken now by Grzelcyk. Behind the net. Trying to get a shot off there was Bergeron, but he fans on it. Played by Pastrnak. Under a minute remaining here in the second. Back out to the point. Bruins still cycling. Offensive zone. Trying to get a lead here before the intermission. Through to the middle. There's a chance for McAvoy. But McAvoy gets his stick up. And Harvey Pinard goes down. That's going to be a penalty against the Bruins. As Charlie McAvoy, as he was weaving through the Montreal defense, got his stick up on Harvey Pinard. It's going to be high sticking. And it's going to give Montreal a power play opportunity. Their one goal in this game did come on the power play. And this is going to be a big opportunity for the Canadiens. So this power play will carry over into the third period if Montreal doesn't score in the next 42 seconds. It'll be an attacking zone face-off here for the Habs as they look to set up early on the power play. Bruins win it back, though, defensively, and Brandon Carlo is able to throw that puck all the way down. 30 seconds now to go for Montreal as it's carried up. Dach's into the offensive end. Suzuki first on it. He'll chase it around. Dach loses to Kopanen, but then steals it right back. 20 seconds to go in the period. Matheson trying to get it over to Hoffman. Hoffman cycles down low. Big hit down behind the net. Canadiens still have it. Matheson with a shot. That one's blocked on the way through and sent off the end boards. Canadiens still with another chance. Swayman with a big save on Dadonov, who had a golden chance from the slot. With 2.8 seconds to go. And this game remains 1-1 as Jeremy Swayman comes up big in goal. I think Forbert might have got a little bit of that as well. Boston, what is going on? Welcome in. So 2.8 seconds left in the period. About a minute 20 of the power play will carry over. for Montreal into the third. But right now, this game is still 1-1 thanks to Jeremy Swayman. And right off the draw, Bruins just going to kill the time. And that is going to be that. So we head now to the second intermission. As period number 2 comes to a close, we got 20 minutes left in this one. But we'll have some time now to hang out and chill in the chat while we wait for period 3 to begin. Kirby Dach with the goal for Montreal to open the scoring. A response from Taylor Hall and the Bruins. And we are locked up at 1 apiece heading into the third. All right, welcome in, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. It's great to see everyone in the chat tonight. It really means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. I'm doing pretty good, Boston. How are you? Jake, welcome in. Michael, welcome in. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thanks for coming by. We'll check some other scores from around the league right now. Florida and Pittsburgh tied up 4-4 at the second intermission. LA and Philadelphia 3-3 at the second intermission. Minnesota is up 2-1. Is that right? I thought you guys were saying there were more goals in that game, but this is saying Minnesota's up 2-1 over Tampa Bay in the late stages of period 2 there. San Jose and Detroit is tied 2-2. New Jersey continues to hold a 1-0 lead over Vegas. Buffalo has taken a 3-0 lead over St. Louis, and Winnipeg is up 1-0 over Nashville. So, all right, it's a 2-1. So, there were definitely people that were saying that there were more goals in that game, but 2-1 Minnesota in that one late in the second. Nope. I don't know what you asked about the Blackhawks, but they're one of the worst teams this year. They're terrible. Are the Oilers playing tonight? I have no idea. No, they are not. The Oilers do not play tonight. They play against Columbus tomorrow. Welcome back, Pablo. Good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Eventually, Michael. I mean, I'm just a grounds person to start, but eventually. So, while we're at the intermission here, guys, I am going to run to the bathroom real quick and get ready for this third. Don't go anywhere. You talk amongst yourselves in the chat. We got a big third period coming up. Bruins Canadiens tied 1-1. But I'm going to be gone for a minute, and then we'll come back. I'll come back, and we'll get ready for the third period to begin. All right, everybody, I am back. We are at the intermission. Sergey, thank you so much for subscribing. We got some new sub hype in the chat for our newest subscriber while I was gone. Tamara, welcome in. Thank you for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Any other new names? Vincent, what's going on? Thanks for stopping. Always great to see you, my friend. Yeah, big third period coming up. Montreal starts it on the power play. It's going to be a fun final 20 here to see who can win this. Still got some time left to go in this break. Unfortunately, it's still pretty early on in the intermission. Yeah, we still got another 10 minutes before we are actually dropping the puck on the third. Nope, Margarita. I have never heard of that once in my life. I have no idea what you're talking about and really could not care less. Aiden, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. Really appreciate it. Good to have you here in the chat. These two teams, Boston's next game is Thursday night against Tampa Bay, and Montreal's next game is Thursday night against the Red Wings. So both of these teams play again Thursday. The Bruins play the Lightning, and the Canadiens play the Red Wings. All right, so pretty big night around the NHL tonight as far as action. I believe there were 11 games across the league tonight. Obviously, a lot of them are intermission right now. And games that are still haven't started yet. Anaheim against Arizona. That's a tank bowl game right there. Bedard sweepstakes between those two. Capitals and Avalanche. That should be a pretty good one. And then Chicago plays Vancouver. Another tank bowl game. Two teams that are definitely not going to the playoffs. Honestly, Zach, it really doesn't matter to me. I guess cupcakes are probably easier. But cake, you get to choose what size of a piece you want. So both of them have their upsides. Both of them, are good to me. I don't really care. I'm not picky. Ice cream over cake, a 1,000,000%. Absolutely. Ice cream is probably over just about everything. That's gotta be my favorite dessert, I would say. I don't know. I haven't done any more games since the last time I mentioned it, Michael. So it's fine. I have another one on Thursday night. Taylor Hall and Kirby Doc have the goals, Lucas. There's this thing called NHL.com where you can look at the box scores from all the games, and it will tell you about all of the goals, all of the penalties, shot totals, all kinds of stuff. So it's really easy to just look up. Yeah, it's true, Jeremiah. It's true. Um, when the power play gets split between periods, it makes it generally gets killed off. Well, thanks for watching, Patricia. I appreciate it. We're getting ready for this third period coming up, and it's going to be a big one. Yes, I did, Bolts and Caps fan. He was a pretty, I think he was a first round pick, if I'm not mistaken. He was a pretty highly touted prospect for the Canadiens, but never really worked out. Yeah, he was taken 25th overall in the first round in 2017 by Montreal, but just could never really crack the lineup on a consistent basis. And obviously is now in Pittsburgh, but he was a very highly touted prospect when he was, a prospect, young, up and coming, but just never really fulfilled that first round potential. He only has 17 career goals. He's only played 117 career games. 32 of those games coming this season in Pittsburgh. So he's actually had a much greater opportunity with the Penguins than he did usually with Montreal. He did play 57 games in 2021-22 last year for the Canadiens, but only had 17 points and just never lived up to the hype surrounding him at the draft. But, maybe now that he's in Pittsburgh, we're going to maybe see his career start to, get a little bit better and take off a bit. But unfortunately, he's had some injury issues this year and has been out of the lineup. Gallagher is injured. My favorite Montreal player, Pablo, is Arbor Jackeye. Oh, it's been a good game, Tamara. Absolutely. It's been a good game. That's awesome that they're at the game. That must be really, really cool. Jeremy, what's going on? Good to see you here. Thanks for stopping by the chat. Really appreciate it. We're getting ready for the third period to begin. Montreal will have about a minute and 20 seconds of power play time to start the third. And we ought to be dropping the puck here within the next few minutes on period number 2. I really don't think they can, Rick. They just signed Evgeny Malkin and Chris Letang to long-term contract extensions. They just signed Rickard Rakell to a long-term contract extension. I think if there's a major move that the Penguins could make, it would be goaltending, because Tristan Jarry's contract is up at the end of this year. I think if Pittsburgh makes any sort of major change, I think it's going to be goaltending. But as far as like that core group, Crosby's under contract, Malkin's extended now, Letang is extended now, Rakell is extended now. Like, they're really not able to do a real blow up because they just re-signed all of those guys. So, I think the only real major change you could see could be a completely different goaltending tandem for Pittsburgh next year if they happen to not make the playoffs this year. All right, so we're getting ready to go now on the third period. It is a 1-1 hockey game with 20 minutes to go. Zach, what's going on? Welcome in. You need the Bruins by 2. Oof. Well, we'll see what the third period brings. It's been a very tight game so far, but obviously that's still very, very much possible with a full 20 minutes to play. There is a lot of hockey left to go in this game. And that hockey has begun as it's taken back by Montreal off of the faceoff. On the power play for another minute and 7 seconds as they dump it into the offensive zone. It's worked up the boards and kept in there by Matheson, who goes high off glass. Played now by Carlo. He clears that one out. And we're going to have a penalty call coming up now against Montreal. It's going to be a cross-check. And that is going to do it for the Montreal power play. Did not last very long. We're going to go 4-on-4. As it's going to be a cross-checking penalty to Mike Matheson. And we're going to have a little bit of open ice here and some 4-on-4 time for the next 56 seconds. 54 seconds. I knew it was around there. So it will be 4-on-4 now. And that is going to give us some open ice. And an opportunity to get the speed game going for both of these teams. Bruins will have the offensive zone face-off, and then when the power play, or when the 4-on-4 comes to an end, the Bruins will have an abbreviated power play for about a minute. But barring no other penalty calls happening here over the next couple of minutes. So 4-on-4 action. Bruins win the draw back. They're trying to set up in the attacking zone. Played down low. Zacha not able to chip it in front, but it's taken back by Krejci. Krejci back to the point. Worked out by Grzelcyk. He fakes a drop pass and then rims it around back to the corner. That one gets by Zacha. And Montreal is able to clear it up and out. That's going to be icing, though, against the Canadiens as the puck goes all the way down. I think it was Marchand bolts and caps, but I'd have to look at the replay again. I didn't really pay close attention to the number. Worked around now. Up the boards. Montreal takes it back. Edmondson in the corner. D to D. Played through. Canadiens lift it up and will carry now through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Poked away. Montreal can't control. Bruins steal it back. It's David Krejci. 10 seconds left in the 4-on-4. Then Boston has about a minute of power play time. Here's Pastrnak in. His shot attempt gets blocked by Savard. And that goes up into the netting as we get a whistle with 3 seconds left in the 4-on-4. So, final 3 seconds of the 4-on-4, and then it will be a Bruins power play coming up. Off the face-off, kind of a stalemate for it. Top clock ticks down. 4-on-4 is over, but here comes Josh Anderson breaking in. He fires a shot that getting pestered by Bergeron the whole way. It goes wide. Bruins on the power play now. Trying to get it into the Montreal end, not able to. 50 seconds of man advantage time. Trying to carry now and over the line. That goes off a skate, back out to the neutral zone. Move to the middle, stolen away here, lifted over the red line. Harvey Pinard fires that one into the blocker of Swayman, who has to make the save. Good shorthanded opportunity for Montreal. Bruins still can't gain clear possession, and it's cleared all the way down again by the Habs. Boston not looking very good on this power play. Lindholm drops it. Here's Carlo over to Pasternak. His pass attempt once again off of a skate. Back out in front. And back the other way. It's stolen again by the Canadiens, and they clear it out. Power play is over. Habs easily killed that one off. Now they're looking for a lead. Kovacevic with a shot that's blocked by Hall. Bruins get to the loose puck and are able to clear it out. Shots 24-15 now in favor of Boston, but it's 1-1 on the scoreboard where it counts. We're just under 3 minutes into the third period. This game knotted up. Next goal is going to be huge. Round it goes now. Clifton gets it to Forbert up the wall. Chipped to the middle, but kept in the zone by Dvorak. Back for Forbert now, who sends it to Krejci. Krejci with a pass to Zacha off of his skate. He pushes it over the red line. Clifton can't maintain control. Habs come back the other way. Back around now. Moved across to Clifton. Line change is coming as the Bruins wait to get fresh guys on, and now will carry into the offensive zone. Frederick off the bench. Cycles it for Coyle. Chipped past Coyle and back the other way. Habs get it to the neutral zone. Moving it now. Lifted back out. Frederick can't gain that one. Belzile into the attacking end. He gets hit in the corner. McAvoy tries to cycle through. Pizzetta was all over Coyle there. Results in a turnover, and Belzile with a good shot. That gets blockered up into the netting as we get a whistle with 15:57 to go. Third period, and an offensive zone draw on the way here for the Habs. The Hockey God, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. Good to have you here. Really appreciate it. Bergeron versus Suzuki in the face-off dot. Down in the corner. Lifted up and out over the red line. Smith will dump it in for the Bruins. He'll chase in on the forecheck along with Marchand, but the puck gets played around by Montreal. They clear it quickly back out. Through the middle. Offensive end. Backhand shot in there. Chance. Swayman somehow keeps it out. Ends up wide in the corner. Suzuki all over it against Grzelcyk. Habs still have possession. Back to the point. Over now to Matheson. Matheson's shot gets blocked. Bruins trying to get it out. Finally able to lift it out of the zone. Canadiens take it back by their own blue line. Matheson will carry up into the attacking end. Pitlick with it. Throws it off the blocker of Swayman. Back out in front. That one's knocked down off of a skate. Canadiens still have it. And the Bruins steal that one as Krejci gets it up. Trying to find Zacha, but Edmondson steps up on the play. Carried now through the neutral zone. Over the red line into the offensive end. There's Lindholm. Can't get it on goal. Cycles with Krejci. Krejci back out high. Keeps it rolling for Pastrnak. Around down now. Pastrnak to the near side. Carlo first to it. He lets it go by him to Zacha. Back over to Lindholm. Over to Carlo. Carlo plays the carom off the boards. Here's a long shot from the point by Krejci that gets blocked by Barron. And Montreal's going to get this one out of the zone and clear. Trying to get it back now. Here's Bruins regrouping as they get a line change. 14-12 to go here in the third. Doc takes it back and will pass it off to a D-man. Working around now. Montreal with it over the red line into the offensive zone. Taken back by Smith. Or no, that's Coyle, excuse me. Passes up to Hall. Hall now pass across top of the circle. Forward. Oh, Montembeault comes out and makes a huge save. Sam Montembeault has been so good in this game. Another crucial stop there on Forbert. Around now in the corner. Played up the boards. Taken back to the blue line. Moved across. Clifton with it now to the middle. Bruins still have it in the offensive zone. Looking for a shot. Backdoor pass. Oh, doesn't connect with Frederick, who couldn't get the shot off. It's back out now. Here's Forbert. Gets it away from the Canadian. Bruins get a line change. Montreal does as well. We're under 13 minutes to go here in the third period. Dumped in behind Montembeault. He wraps it around the glass. Past his defenseman. Greer's able to get it back deep. Dvorak will play it to Edmondson. Edmondson now through to Jack-Eye. Jack-Eye off the boards and out of the zone. Cleared back now. McAvoy being chased. He'll look to work it up ice. Dumps it back in for the Bruins as they go on the attack. Back out now the other way. Harvey Pinard gets around McAvoy. Puck in the corner. He and Grzelcyk go after it. McAvoy in there as well as Dvorak. Back out it goes. Cleared again by the Bruins. Stewart, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Yes, Hockey God. Yes, they are. 12 minutes now to go in this one. Still a 1-1 game. Ticking towards the halfway point of the third period. And that one comes out of the zone. Bruins bring it back in offsides. And we are going to go to our first commercial break of this third with just under 12 minutes remaining. And this game continues to stay even, 1-1. As we approach the halfway point of the third, and this one really feels like it's going to come down to the next goal. Really feels like next goal wins this game. Cy, what is going on? Welcome in. They are very much in it. This is a coin flip. You know, just I think whoever gets the next goal in this game is going to win it. It is going to be tight right down to the finish. I have no idea, Zach. I am not a fortune teller. Yes, Taylor Hall has the Boston goal. So we're at a commercial break here. Florida's taken a 5-4 lead over Pittsburgh. Tampa's tied up against Minnesota 2-2. Vegas has come back and taken a 2-1 lead over New Jersey. Buffalo's now up 4-2 over St. Louis. And those are the only scoring changes from the other games going on. So... no, I have not, TTC Flaw. Lift it out now, glove down. Bruins take it. Boston with possession as Marchand spins back. That one gets sent up by Smith. Bruins get possession back now through the neutral zone into the offensive end. 11:20 to go in the third. Taken here by Marchand. Spin around shot goes well wide. Puck ends up the wall, and Habs have it. Smith can't keep that one in as it's cleared out to the neutral zone. Bruins trying to carry back in, but not able to. Montreal has it now, carried through the middle into the offensive zone. It's Suzuki trying to get around Carlo, but he's kept to the outside. Here's Craig Smith. He's going to dump it back into the Montreal end. Doesn't reach for icing. I work Monday to Friday and Saturdays if I choose to, or if there's a storm, Jeremiah. I start every day at 7 a.m. and I end every day, depends on when the job is done. Like, there's different... the general rule of thumb is 7 to 4, but it varies job to job. Some jobs take longer than others. Some finish earlier. My end time is going to be different every day. So an offensive zone face-off now. And Doc's going to get kicked out. Yolnan will come in to take it. Brian, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for being here. We got 10:40 to go here in the third. Played across. Pasternak's up and out of the zone. Yeah, no, Jeremiah, those are now weekend activities for sure. Those are weekend activities. Back out high. 10:15 on to go. Long shot there through traffic. Bruins score! Boston redirects it by Montembeault, glove side. And it might have hit David Krejci. I believe it did. Krejci with the goal, in Boston takes a 2-1 lead as they score with a little over 10 minutes to go here in the third. Let's go. That is huge. The Bruins have their first lead of the game as they go up 2-1 here in the third period. And David Krejci just able to get a redirection on that shot. It goes by the glove of Montembeault, and Boston is on top with 10:14 remaining. Habs take it now off the ensuing faceoff. Dumped in. Move through the middle, back to the neutral zone. Harvey Pinard dumps it again. Forbert trying to get it out with the help from Frederick, but the Canadiens keep it in the offensive zone. Around it goes, chipped out, all the way down. Bruins ice the puck. So we'll get a whistle here with 9:43 to go in the period. And an offensive zone face-off on the way now for the Canadiens, who suddenly find themselves down a goal. And they're going to have to try and get the offense going here in the latter half of this third period. David Krejci now has 7 points in his last 5 games. So Krejci's starting to get hot here for the Bruins. Offensive zone faceoff. Doc against Coyle. And Kirby Doc wins it back. Here's Harris. His shot gets blocked. Taylor Hall's able to poke that out to the neutral zone, and the Canadiens have to retreat to their own end. Played up now over the red line and dumped into the offensive zone. Canadiens Habs back on the attack. Round it goes. Heavy on the forecheck. Bruins trying to clear the zone. This time they do. They get it all the way down, but it's going to be once again icing against Boston, which means with 9:12 to go here in the third, they cannot get a new line on the ice. Tired group out there after these the last, solid 40-ish seconds of play, and Canadiens get another offensive zone face-off. Off of the draw now, down in the corner. Lindholm gets that out to neutral ice. Played back in, Pitlick, but it's offsides. Canadiens hadn't fully cleared the zone yet. We get a whistle and a neutral zone face-off on the way as we head to another commercial break. 9:04 to go here in the third. Boston has taken the 2-1 lead on David Krejci's goal. We'll see if they can hold it or if Montreal has a big comeback in them. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you guys all for watching. Good to have you here. Please don't forget, it helps the channel a ton and means a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL, so fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everybody can come together, enjoy hockey, have some fun. And my next stream is going to be tomorrow night. It will be my last one for this week. The New York Rangers against the Toronto Maple Leafs. That should be a fun one, and I believe that's a TNT game tomorrow. Maria, what is going on? Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Good to have you in the chat. Really appreciate it. Hey, I'm glad that it's been good luck, Maria. Welcome in. Thanks so much for coming by. The same time as the game, 7 p.m. My streams are always the same time as game time, so whatever the schedule says, that's when the stream will start. Smacking them, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. We're getting back into the action now. Neutral zone face-off. One back to the point. Dumped in there by Montreal as they look to go in on the attack. Down low around. Kept in here by the Habs. Bruins trying to chip it out, but a nice play to keep it in the offensive zone. Down now, up the wall. Spun back, taken by Doc. Habs have it offensive zone with 8:35 to go. Kirby Dach plays it out to the point. Long shot through traffic. Swayman able to find it. Rebound. Dach scores again. This game is 2-2 as Kirby Dach, very similar to his first goal, gets a second one here, putting in a rebound. And this game is tied again with 8:29 remaining. And a big one there for Kirby Dach and the Canadiens, as they're able to take advantage of the rebound, and this game is 2-2. And we are right back underway as the Canadiens dump it back in. 8:20 remaining as Boston's looking to work this one out of their zone. This game is all even again as Montreal gets a huge goal, their second of the night for Kirby Dach. Sonino, what's going on? Welcome. Around it goes. Habs trying to break it out of their end. 8 minutes remaining here in the third. Thomas Sports Music, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some new sub hype in the chat for Thomas Sports Music. Welcome to the channel. Around it goes, turned over in the middle. Canadiens trying to get it right back here. But a good job by the Bruins of muddying it up as Coyle takes it down from the corner. Up the wall. Foligno after it. Coyle works it up the boards. Finally, it's squirted back out to the neutral zone for Marchand. Brad Marchand will just dump it deep as he takes a hit. Going in now, Coyle after it. Frederick in there digging as well as Bruins trying to gain possession in the offensive end. It's out high. Played there by Clifton. Back over to Hall. Hall in front. Forbert from the corner. So throws that one into the middle of the ice, but it's stolen and cleared away now by the Canadiens. Brought down now, back into the offensive end. Trent Frederick not able to control that one. It's all the way back. Swayman's going to leave it, but it's icing. That's why he left it. It's icing here against Montreal as they send it all the way down from their own zone. 6:54 remaining, and the Bruins will get an offensive zone face-off. Brian, what's going on? Road Warrior, welcome in. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Dylan, welcome. Eli, welcome. Thank you guys all for being here. Red Rubber, what's going on? Thanks so much for coming by. Good to have you in the chat. Canadiens win this D-zone draw back. They lift it up and clear it out of the zone. Grzelcyk settles things back down. Bruins back in their own zone, regrouping. 6:40 to go here in the third period. Boston deflected back into the offensive end. Pastrnak chases. Habs first on it, though. Kept in out high by McAvoy. Played back to the point. Here's Grzelcyk. Back out high to Grizz. He shoots one through traffic. It just misses wide. Canadiens get to the loose puck. Falling down, though, that allows the Bruins a chance to get possession back, which they do. McAvoy sends it deep. Krejci gets hit along the boards there by Justin Barron. Edmondson comes over. Bruins still keep it in the offensive zone, though. Here's McAvoy pinching down low. Looking for a pass in front. Nothing there. Sends it over to Grzelcyk. He blasts one that gets blocked. Loose puck now in the corner. Canadiens first to find it. Zach is all over Dach. Turns the puck over. Chance that one backhanded just wide. Almost a brutal turnover there for the Canadiens, but able to disrupt Zaka enough so that he misses the net. Working around now, back the other way into the attacking zone. Bruins, bad pass there from Foligno. Results in the Canadiens trying to get it out of the zone, but not being able to. Heavy pressure from Marchand. Finally, now the Habs clear it out. 5:20 to go in the third. Game tied at 2. Back into the Boston end. Habs on the forecheck, trying to dig this out around the wall. Taken back in the neutral zone. They'll regroup and try again. Robin, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for coming by. Good to see you in the chat. Boston has it now over the line. Canadiens played at their blue line and sent it right back up as Suzuki dumps it deep. 4:45 remaining here in the third period. Carried up by Clifton. Carlo. Carlo dumps it in. Savard plays it over to Harris. Harris gets it up to Harvey Pinard. Habs are out of the zone. Back the other way through neutral ice and into the offensive end. There's Yolnin. Gets it down in the corner to Dvorak. Trying to get it through to Harvey Pinard. It works its way back out to the point for Harris. And that one gets blocked down. Swayman, side of the goal, is going to put the glove on it. And he covers that one as we get a whistle here. 2-2 game. Final commercial break of the third period. 4:17 to go. Game knotted up at 2. And Boston, Montreal headed to the final minutes. This is going to be a very frantic finish between these two teams, both looking for the next goal and the win. Really appreciate you guys all being here tonight. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget, it really does help out the channel a ton if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you haven't yet. I cover the entire NHL on this channel. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. And we're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Yeah, this has been an awesome matchup, Simone. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we're at the final commercial break here. 2-2 game. Florida and Pittsburgh is tied up 6-6. LA and Philadelphia is tied up 3-3. Minnesota and Tampa Bay is tied up 2-2. San Jose and Detroit is tied up 2-2. Every single game that started at 7 o'clock Eastern tonight is currently tied. The scores are different, but every single 7 o'clock game is currently tied right now in the third period. Vegas has a 2-1 lead over New Jersey. Buffalo has a 4-2 lead over St. Louis. Winnipeg and Nashville is tied up 1-1. Anaheim and Arizona is still 0-0. And Colorado has taken a 1-0 lead over Washington. So that is your NHL action right now. So getting ready for this offensive zone face-off. Ryan, what's going on? I had my first day today. It was all just like paperwork and like procedural training stuff. So I'm actually in the field doing work tomorrow. Will be more like my real first day. But yes, I did start. So thank you. Appreciate that. V, what's going on? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Marcos, welcome in. Bruins back in on the forecheck in the Canadian zone. Trying to dig this puck loose. Around it goes. Freddie on it in the corner. They're able to get it by him. The Canadiens send it up the boards and back out to the neutral zone. Carlo throws it back in, but Boston's going for a line change. 3:35 to go here in the third period. Behind the net. Canadiens holding, waiting for an outlet pass as both teams get fresh lines on the ice. Yeah, thanks, Jay. Appreciate it. Definitely going to be an experience for sure. As it's played around now. Back to Suzuki. Long shot. That one gets blocked on the way through, and the Bruins are able to take the loose puck. Krejci up ice. Pass it over the red line. Dumped in. Ends up on Zaka's stick as he cuts to the middle. Gets his shot attempt fanned on, but then Pastrnak blasts one that's deflected up into the netting. And we get a whistle with 2:59 now remaining in the third. Ozone draw for the Bruins on the way. Spencer, what is going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Awesome to have you in the chat. And the Bruins win the draw. Top of the circle. Saved by Montembeault. Rebound chance. Bergeron scores! Patrice Bergeron with 2:55 left to go. A rebound goal. Boston has the lead again. It's a 3-2 game. And the captain comes through. A rebound goal after David Pastrnak gets a shot on net. It pops out into the slot, and Bergeron's able to find it and rip it by the pad of Montembeault before he can get over. And Boston takes the 3-2 lead. That was massive. Nick, what is going on? Welcome in. George, welcome in. Thanks for watching. Neutral zone face-off now with under 3 minutes remaining in the third. Bruins win the draw. And Lindholm just ices it. Sends that one all the way down. So, no empty net yet for Montreal, but it does, obviously if the score stays this way for another minute or so, it's going to be coming. Diane, what's going on? Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Wrist Rider, good to see you. Raymond, awesome to see you. Yeah, just huge goal there for Bergeron. But the Canadiens still have time to come back. We still have 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. And there's only one shot right now separating these teams on the scoreboard. So, Habs are not done yet. Bruins got to play a good final couple minutes as it's up back into the offensive zone. Through there, Swayman with a big save on Hoffman. And now the puck gets sent up and out of play. We get a whistle. And 2:31 to go in the third. It will be an ozone draw for the Habs. Osa, what's going on? Jack, welcome in. Thank you for being here. Nick, welcome. Good to see you in the chat. Appreciate everyone coming by tonight. Thank you all for watching. This one's coming right down to the end. Looks like Montreal might be using their timeout here. If they're going to use their timeout, I'd imagine they're probably pulling the goalie. It's going to be an offensive zone draw for the Habs. I imagine they're going to be pulling their goalie if they use their timeout here, because they're discussing the play for off the face-off. We're down now to 2.5 minutes left in this game. Tracy, thank you so much for subscribing. Ian, welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing as well. Let's get that new sub hype in the chat for both of our new subs. Anthony, good to have you here. Dylan, welcome. Mav, welcome in. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third. Montreal is, in fact, pulling Montembeault. So it's going to be an empty net for the Canadiens. 6 attackers on. Dvorak to take the face-off against Bergeron. Linesman here, still waiting to drop this puck. And does not like how it goes. They're going to kick Dvorak out of the dot. So, they're going to need Suzuki to come in and take it now. And Boston wins it back as Lindholm wraps it around the glass out of the zone. All the way back to the Montreal end. 2:20 to go here in the third. Bruins still lead by a goal. Taken up by the Canadiens. Carried through. Here's Dvorak over the red line. Into the offensive end. Good pass across. Now cycled off glass. Bruins can't get it out as Matheson keeps it at the point. Move to the middle. Here's Kirby Dach. He's on Hattie watch. He's got both the Canadiens' goals in this game. Working along the wall now. Habs set up in the attacking zone. Down in the corner. Up the boards. Half wall. Back down below the goal line. To the near side. Over to Suzuki. Back out to the point. Matheson. Far side. Shot there. Misses well wide. 1:40 to go here for Montreal as Suzuki keeps it in the offensive end. Habs trying to dig this puck loose, and they do. Here's Hoffman. Back down low. Lindholm sends it up. Taken there by Marchand all the way down. And he not able to get it into the open goal. Ended up getting partially blocked. 1:20 now to go in the third as the Canadiens carry it back the other way. Alexander, thank you so much for subscribing. Let's get some hype for Alexander as the Canadiens back into the offensive zone. 1:10 remaining. Still with the empty net and the extra attacker on. Along the wall. Down by the face-off dot now. Pass to the corner. Pitlick back to the point. Played there by Hoffman. And he almost turns it over. Now he does as Krejci's able to get it out. Bruins gain the red line and hit the empty net from the red line. Boston puts it home with 48 seconds to go. And it's 4-2 Bruins. And David Pastrnak, I believe, was the one who shot that from the red line. And it made its way into the empty net. It's a 4-2 lead for Boston. And that is going to be the icing on the cake. It was, in fact, Pastrnak. Xsparrow, what's going on? Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Another new sub in the chat. Let's get a warm welcome. 48 seconds to go here in the third. And the Canadiens win the draw back, but they are obviously running out of time. Jack-Eye with a hit on Frederic. Frederic moves the puck, though. Here's Foligno. Foligno cycling down in the corner. Gets away from Kovacevic. It's brought up now, though, and bounces off the stick of Greer. Carried back out by Montreal. They're into the offensive end. Getting in heavy on the forecheck. Trying to dig this one. Played to the middle. Back out high. Pezzetta with a shot that's up off the high glass. It was deflected. Cleared out by Boston all the way down. It's going to be icing. That's not really going to matter with 9 seconds left. So it will be an offensive zone face-off now coming for the Canadiens. Only 9 seconds left in the game, and Boston still leads by 2 goals. Alan, welcome in. Wendy, welcome in. Jim, welcome. Welcome to all the new subscribers as well. It's been hard to keep up with everybody. We've got a lot tonight, but thank you all who have newly subscribed to the channel tonight. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, Montreal played great tonight. They gave as good of an effort as you could have ever expected from the Canadiens, and they played a good game. Just at the end, Boston was able to get, that one little push late in the third period to come out and get the win. And this game goes final. As this one is over, the Bruins win it 4-2 over the Montreal Canadiens in what was a great, great hockey game. Canadiens really brought a grade A effort in this one, but just didn't have quite enough at the end, and the Bruins are able to skate away with a hard-fought win on the road. So that is going to do it here for tonight. Thank you guys again all so much for watching. Really, really appreciate it. Please don't forget that my next stream will be tomorrow night. I'll be doing the New York Rangers against the Toronto Maple Leafs, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. That should be a really good game. 2 teams that are playing well right now. And before you go, if you haven't yet, it does help a lot if you can hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. I cover the entire NHL on this channel. Fans of all teams are welcome and wanted here. We're just trying to build a hockey community where everyone can come together, enjoy hockey, and have some fun. Thank you so much, King Dog. Really appreciate that. So that's going to be it for me tonight, but hopefully I see you guys all again soon. Have a great night. Have a great day tomorrow. I got to get up at 5:30 in the morning again for work, so I'm obviously going to be heading off to bed now. Thank you guys again. Good night, and see you all next time.